Hi there. Thanks for joining CPG Bytes, a series of short video segments from Treasure Data, where we chat about the latest news and industry trends and read between the lines to provide our perspective and insights. So David, my friend, what do you have for us this week?
Hey, Stephen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, and you?
Doing really, really well, thanks. So, today I thought we'd talk a little bit broader. Normally we talk about something very, very specific to CPG, but I have a couple, I think, pretty interesting articles that I thought be worth sharing that actually a little bit broader than just CPG. They of course, apply to it, but kind of apply to really any brand. And the first is this article from Fast Company about customer experience that matters. And inside here, they said something that I thought was really pretty telling, and that is this: we're entering the age of customer experience. And the point that they're making is there's been all this upheaval and transformation and disruption because of COVID. And a lot of companies, we've talked about this many, many times, Stephen, how companies really rose to that challenge and launched their DTC initiatives and were able to digitally transform and do that in a very agile and accelerated way. But the point they're making here is it's not the time now to slow down. Like literally that same pace, that same level of focus on customer experience, we're going to have to continue, 2022 and beyond. And that's really because that's the expectation now. Consumers have now immersed themselves in this digital world, if you will. Folks that probably never in a million years would have thought they would have shopped online or shopping online, as an example. And so being able to really deliver those experiences that consumers are expecting, it's beyond just vitally important, right? It's really going to be the way companies differentiate themselves. And then, they talk about some different examples in here, and they even talk about the need to connect data together and talk about, having a CDP, which is, of course, very interesting from our perspective. But I thought something else was in here that was really important, and that is the fact that what they say is, great CX or customer experience pays off. And I think that really is what people are always asking themselves is, it's not just about doing this because it looks good or feels good or makes happy customers, but where's the money? Show me the money. And they cited some work that Gartner had done, and that is saying that by connected, what they're talking about is bringing all of that data together so that you truly know the customer, the consumer, which at the end of the day is what a CDP does. But that connected positive customer experience creates a more than 80% likelihood of a customer both growing their share of wallet with a brand in the future, as well as renewing any existing sort of relationship subscriptions, et cetera, they have. So 80% likelihood, that's a pretty big number. And so I think, that helps, I think, reassure folks that their investments that they're making in this work around customer experience is worth it, right? Because there is absolutely a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. So great article, I think, for folks to take a look at. Again, broader than just CPG, but certainly very, very relevant. But in speaking of broader than CPG, another thing I wanted to bring to folks' attention, which I think just puts the nail in the coffin about how important customer experience is. President Biden here in the U.S. back in December put out what's called an EO, an executive order, talking about transforming the federal government experience and service delivery to what? Rebuild trust in government. So there's this whole executive order, this EO, is all about revamping and transforming the digital experiences that both governmental employees as well as citizens experience in interacting with the government. And it's all about rebuilding trust. And how many times have Stephen, you and I talked about, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about with brands, is building trust with the consumers and driving that loyalty. And so I think, if this has now become sort of a focus of the government, you can just see that it's because of the expectations, right? That we as customers, consumers, as citizens, as individuals, our expectations are really, really high. And everybody's kind of getting into the action here, including the government, the federal government of the United States. So I think if there ever was a sign that says customer experience is important, this would be it. So anyway, that's my message for today.
No, yes, David, you're absolutely right. Customer experience is definitely king in 2022. We used to joke that content is king, and the point about personalization, giving is basically giving consumers that value add, joyful feeling. That's customer experience, right? We see CPG companies undergoing digital transformation. Well, you ask yourself, what are they transforming to, right? It's all about building that trust and personalize the touch points that you have with your consumers. And to your point, it's not just a feel-good thing anymore. It's the federal government, President Biden is talking about building trust and private personalization. That's really how brands can differentiate themselves from the competition. And good CX, as you've mentioned, pays off. It's definitely translating into giving consumer data to provide that experience that is tailored to you. So I just think, if there's any more clear signs coming from above, it's this.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, David, for that insights today, and thank you for joining us. And if any of you are avid blog readers, you may know that David has been writing blogs almost every week since the beginning of 2021. And to save you the time from going back to finding all the different blogs that we have written, David and team have compiled a CPG compendium, which includes all the best blog topics compiled into one document just for you. This asset is almost ready to be distributed, and as loyal CPG Bytes fans, you get to download this compendium for free. So we will include the link in the description below when the compendium is ready. And please consider this as a gift to you. And for more videos like this, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the bell for all notifications. We will be back in 2 more weeks with more topics for CPG Bytes. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.